we have an opportunity to kind of view week in and week out. What we do here is kind of camp, right? Kind of that camp that we get to come week in and week out and kind of get that shot in the arm, kind of be reinvigorated to make sure that we are following God's truth, to make sure that we are taking the principles that we are learning week in and week out, applying to our life, making sure that God is that foundation of our life. So we can be those men and women that God calls us to be, that we are prepared for anything that comes our way. Now, making sure that we're not putting our own opinion into this, that we're focusing on God's truth, that he is the foundation of everything that we have. There's no substituting that. And guys, when we do that, when we make sure that he is the foundation of everything that we're doing, the impact that we can have on our sphere of influence, on our society, our world is huge. Guys, if you wonder why our society has gone so far off the rails, it's because God's people for too long kind of decided they were going to sit on the sideline. And we cannot do that. We need to make sure that we are the ones that stand up and say, no, this is what needs to be done. This is how God's principles work in the real world. That it really does. It makes sense. Like we were talking about what we need to be praying about this week. It's common sense, guys. God's principles work in the real world. They're for our own preservation. And making sure that we let our society know that, about how true God is, to combat all the craziness we see. When we do that, the impact that we can have is so far-reaching. So make sure, going forward, you are having that impact that truly matters, that can only be based on God and his truth. Do that, and it's amazing how big that sphere of influence and that ripple effect truly can be.